Hello and welcome to another episode of Al's Airguns. This is part 2 of our May 2024 custom Crosman build. We were building up a long-barreled CO2 powered 22 caliber pellet gun that I wanted to intend to be primarily shot with a shoulder stock, and I also wanted to start this morning. We ended the last episode having realized, after reassembling everything, that I did not have the spring in the plunger. And I did locate the spring, took it back apart, installed the spring in the plunger, as I should have earlier. I didn't think that was particularly interesting to show again, so I did that on my own. But now we are where we should have been. We have the plunger spring installed, safety and everything are working as they should, and we have completed that portion of the build. Now, because we are going to be using it with the shoulder stock, I basically was kind of seeking to replicate the 2250 from Crosman. That airgun is not in production anymore, so I'm using a 2240 sized tube, and it's actually off a 2300S, but that doesn't really matter. They're the same size. Using the smaller tube, and I was going to use the custom front end foregrip from Buckrail. So I was thinking we'd go ahead and put that on here first thing this morning. Hi, this is Al from the future. Hey, I'm going to take this construction portion offline as I don't want the video to get demonetized. So I will do that off camera, and we can talk about that once it's done. Hey, thanks a lot. Okay, it looks like I've got assembled here the remaining components to put this together. We've got the unit we just built. I ended up choosing the short AGM moderator, the one from Airgun Mods. I believe that is a 5-inch. I'd have to look, actually. And I liked it. I thought it looked better, and the other one was kind of getting the rifle too long for what I wanted, so we wanted to keep the airgun short, so I decided to go with that one. It does an excellent job in sound reduction. Also was going to mount this multi-reticle red-green dot sight. Since we're mounting it on a Crosman steel breech, we'll need to use the adapter. I like these little UTG low-profile adapters. They are a Picatinny to dovetail adapter. So we'll be using that. Here's the stock that I have before. One of the things I really enjoy about the Crosman products in this line is the Lego-like ability to combine components. This barrel actually came from a drifter that we had through the channel recently. This stock is off an old Doomsday package of the 2289, and obviously we have a moderator here made by a third party, airgunmods.com. We have these, which are made by UTG. We also have the Fayachi dot sight. The breech on this pistol is an optional Crosman breech, but the tube is from a 2300S, a silhouette pistol. I bought a number of those years ago from a shooting club that was disbanding. And this frame also came off of the Crosman Drifter. Obviously, this is a Buckrail part that we got from another third-party manufacturer. And the fact that we can put all these together in a combination that achieves the needs I have right now. And these same components may be reconfigured later to serve someone else's needs or my needs at that time. And that's part of what I think is really kind of neat, or very neat, about Crosman's products in this lineup. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and assemble all these off camera, and we can take a look at our new CO2 22 caliber air rifle. Be right back. Well, there you go. There she is. I have a very 2250-like custom carbine with a 14.6-inch 22 caliber barrel, a 2240 style CO2 power plant that has had a little work done to it. We'll put it over a chronograph and see what she's shooting at right now. I also have a shoulder or a stock pack and pad that came with the Crosman drifter package. I always thought this thing was kind of silly with the drifter, because if you look at the side of it, the only real useful thing you can do, let's see if I can do that with one hand, they have these little loops that, here, let me put this back in the rack. So as I was saying, I always found these loops kind of silly. They are absolutely perfect for holding CO2 canisters, which would have made them great for a 2250, but I don't understand the value they added here. And when you unzip this and look inside, there are more loops. So it does provide a nice kind of pad, a light pad for your cheek here, but I felt like this always belonged on a CO2 gun. So a CO2 gun is what it is on now. I also liked, when I was shooting my drifter, I liked the plunger takedown. Instead of having to mess with screws, you know, to put pistol stocks on, you still need to use screws, but I like the on and off of that. Although I probably won't be putting this in a knapsack or anything, given the length of the barrel and the fact that we have the suppressor on the end of it. But that's also a new Faiachi dot sight I just got in. Oh, the other custom modification this has, I went ahead and dropped in a custom bolt with an extended bolt probe. So I'm very curious about what this crony's at. I think the Butler Creek, excuse me, not Butler Creek, Firearm Days, that the buck rail foregrip worked out very nicely there. Really pleased with that. Like I said, I think I'm going to get some kind of bipod or something to go on there, and I think it came out pretty cool. All right, and then for the snobs out there, of course, we'll tell them, you know, it started as a 2300S. Let's do a quick overlook here. All right. So thanks again for tuning in to another episode of Al's Airguns. We will go ahead and do some accuracy testing and velocity testing with this, and I will look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thanks again.